left to right, we have Zach Edey, Isaiah Thompson, and Jaden Ivey. Raise your hand, we'll get a microphone to you.
I ain't got no stats.
Go ahead, Mike, start us off.
I ain't got no paper.
The half-court defense seemed to have a different purpose and energy to it, maybe than some other games. Reason for that?
Yeah, I think we were really bought into the scouting report this week. We knew what they were going to do, and we was trying to execute and just be really aggressive and physical, and knowing when to down ball screens, knowing when to stay tight on dribble handoffs and whip it on dribble handoffs. But I just think as a collective group, we were just together and just on the right page at the right time, and I think that's why we got a lot of stops and easy baskets tonight.
And Jaden, to have that kind of performance defensively as you inch closer to the rest of the Big Ten season, how important was it to maybe start building some things defensively going into the Big Ten?
It's very important. I think, just coming off from last week, I didn't think we didn't, bring the physical presence on defense. And I feel like today, we just brought it, and we're going to need that, going into the Big Ten because, those Big Ten games are tough, especially on the road. So, we just got to, be high and tight, defensively.
I'm kind of right from the outset there.
You said, sorry.
Where did the shooting rhythm for you come? Kind of right from the outset there.
Just, taking, rhythm shots, just taking what the defense gives me. They, sometimes they, play me to, drive the ball. I feel like, confident in my shot. So, I was just confident today, and, I'm just thankful my teammates, put the ball in my hands to, make plays.
Isaiah, right here. Watching the team today, I thought you played a lot of good team basketball for good long stretches of the game instead of individual basketball. Something you guys are going to strive to do for the rest of the season and make everybody kind of be a good component to this as you go forward into the Big Ten.
Yeah, I just think we really want to just get the ball moving and get it in the right spots, whether it's getting it into the post and just playing off that, whether they double the post and our bigs can kick it out to the shooters and drive and kick, just play off penetration. And when Jaden has the ball in his hands, we know the defense is going to try to corral him and collapse on him, and we just want him to just be able to drive the basketball and just make the right reads. And I think he made a lot of good reads tonight, and we just want to continue moving forward, just moving the basketball, playing well together as a team, and just keep going. I think it's a big January coming for us. We got another game on Monday that we got to get prepared for tomorrow. But this stretch of January will be big for us and really see where we at heading into final Big Ten play. So,
hey, Coach, you're a guy from Indiana. Reflect back maybe on the Crossroads Classic. You've been coming to these for a while, and you've watched the Crossroads. I mean, what's the Crossroads mean to you and with these guys that are playing and, in front of the home state fans?
Yeah, it's obviously been a great event. We'd like to win a few more games than we have, but for us, we get to play, two traditional NCAA tournament teams. So we get to play Butler and Notre Dame, who are both great programs. They've been very successful. They have great coaches through the years. And so it's just, without elaborating on it, I'm just befuddled how it's going away. Like, it's a great event. It's great for the fans. Like, what was bad about today? Like, even I've been on the other end of those. Like, I've been in those games where we've lost and walked away. The one thing the losses always did for us at this time of the year was it just told us the truth. And that's all you want as a coach. Like, you want to win every single game. But then when you play real people, you get the truth. And so, like, today the ball went in for us. Jaden 6 for 6 from 3. I mean, things always look good, when you're hot. But we still did some good things defensively. I thought our guys had good carryover. Sometimes you get in these games and you realize, like, you know what? We're not quite as good as we think we are at this point, and we got to get better. And then sometimes, like, we've gotten beat, but then somebody gets a chance to play in that loss, and it brings a guy into the rotation or he plays better or something. You just get a silver lining from playing good people, but from the fans – for all four institutions, people said it's like losing its luster. Well, they're not playing and coaching in this game. Their opinion really doesn't matter. But the people who play and coach in this game, this has been fabulous. Why it's going away makes no sense to me. And I've scheduled for 30 years. And the one thing that we do at Purdue is we try to play really good people. And sometimes we take it on the chin. And Notre Dame's great. and Butler's great in my opinion. And so they've been great opponents for us, and we've been on the short end of those games more times than not. But it's helped our program, and it's helped us get ready for the Big Ten, and it's helped us get ready for the NCAA tournament. And that's what it's all about.
Zach, when did you know the lineup flip was going to be made with Travion this week starting, and how much or how little does that sort of impact your preparation and how you go into a game?
I knew the day after the game. In practice, we switched our shirts, which means either you start or you don't start. I mean, it doesn't really affect anything. I played 20 minutes today. I still played. Like, it's not like it affected my minutes or anything like that. It's just I don't get to be on the floor when the ball gets in the tip-off, so it doesn't change anything.
Coach, going back to what you just said about losses showing you guys the truth, do you think your struggles last week showed you guys the truth this season?
Yeah, no question. I told our guys before that, we had a great 7-game run. We shot the ball well from 3, from 2, from the free throw line. Like, who are we when the ball doesn't go in? And the ball didn't go in for us in those games. And we found a way to win one of them. We found another way to lose one of them. And, when you allow the game to be close, crazy things can happen. And we allowed the game to be close. So we gotta work on those things, but it's going to happen again. And I don't think it's from a lack of effort. Where we get lost sometimes is we don't have a concentrated effort. Like, our guys are playing hard, but they're not always like playing smart at the same time. You have to combine that in the game of basketball. You got to play hard and you got to play smart. And things are always changing. So hopefully those experiences, at Rutgers and NC State neutral will really help us going forward. But today the ball went in. We made our free throws. We were 11 for 22 from 3. Defensively we were sharp though. I still think if we don't make shots today, we win. Because I thought we were pretty sharp today defensively. We did some really good things. We were just aware of what's going on. Sometimes we do breakdown drills to prep us for the live play, and then at times, like when it happens in the game, like we don't know what's going on. Today, I thought everybody knew what was going on. They were talking, they were helping each other, and that's what makes it fun. And but you got to be ready, man. You take good shots, but sometimes when it doesn't go in, man, you got to be able to grind those games out. And I thought our guys did that at NC State, but we were one possession better than them. Then obviously Rutgers is one possession better than us the game before, but that can knock you out of the tournament. So that's why those lessons are so important.
Matt, decision to flip the starting lineup with Zach and Travion.
Mm-hmm. Well, Zach has done a good job, but he hadn't started the game well. And so that was the reason for doing it. And then I thought Travion's just competitive spirit got us over the hump in that game. And he really had been doing that, throughout the season. He really handled not start. I thought Travion handled not starting, did a great job, and was professional about it. Then I thought Zach was professional about it. So I don't have like a sit-down meeting and do stuff. I'll talk to him sometimes, but they just try to be honest and try to be fair with guys. But we got 10 guys that can start for us, so that's not the big deal. They want to finish, more than anything. But Zach's done a really good job for us. But he had some struggles starting the game, and so that's the way Travion kind of played in NC State. And that factor is the reason I made that decision. And then they get to play with the other guys, so it's not, you can't just look at it independently. And now it's like the guys that come off the bench get to play with Zach, and the guys that are starters, they get to play with Travion. And they're different. They're both different. Like Travion's ability to pass maybe can help a couple of those guys starting, or they got to stay home, and now he's one-on-one more. And now Zach garners more attention in terms of like low man help, weak side help, and now that could maybe help out another guy. So you don't know organically, how that unfolds. So it's kind of cool sometimes not to make those major decisions and put 3 different guys in the lineup because they've been playing together. Just move one guy and just see if that gives you a little bit better, start to the game.
Zach, as the coach was just kind of talking about, playing with this new group of guys, is there any skills that you think people maybe don't talk about with you that you can kind of showcase more if you're playing with a different group of players?
Threes. You said threes, and that's definitely one. But I think, I don't know. My game's pretty simple. I keep it simple on purpose. I like to catch in the paint, get deep position, score over people. I think I'm a better passer than people give me credit for, but other than that, my game's pretty. I like to keep it simple on purpose just so I can work on it easily, and it works in the game. So.
Say, Matt, Butler has really kind of scuffled on offense most of the season, except for a few moments
Right.
What did they do offensively that you were maybe trying to take away or that
Right.
you were concerned on? They
Well,
didn't
we
have
were-
Harris either.
Yeah, we were trying just to keep them out of the paint. And you know, the thing that to Butler's defense is they've constantly had moving parts. Like guys are injured, sometimes guys coming back hurt you too. Not to say that guy's not a quality player, but he needs adjustments when he comes back. Like he needs we've all seen that. Like a guy comes back and plays 20 minutes, like glad to have him back. Well, he's 1 for 8. You know, it just takes a game or two to get guys. So the moving part, sometimes guys, you know, they don't have Enzi, they don't have Bo Hodges, they don't have the guard. I'm losing the kid that had 26 against Oklahoma. So we really prepared for him. Like, you know, him and Bolden, the ability to shoot, and then Aaron's ability just to play hard. Aaron's such a good leader, and he's great off the bounce and breaking you down. But he's a piece of their puzzle. You know what I mean? And so if he doesn't have some shooters with him, or he doesn't have another guy with him, now the weapons, if you can keep him out of the lane and keep them from shooting the basketball, you know, now you're just making it a little bit harder because Harris is not in the game. But ultimately, we wanted to bottle him up in ball screen defense, try to contain the dribble, and just keep him out of the paint, and then not allow Bolden to get going. We thought him and Harris could really carry the water in terms of like having a 25-point night. So we wanted to make it really hard for those guys. And then Golden had 20 against Eastern Illinois, was 2 for 2 from 3. So sometimes stretching our bigs gets to be a little bit difficult. He's still, I think he had 17 tonight. He's a good player. But no, I thought our guys did a great job of just understanding the scouting report and playing hard and sticking to it.
For Jaden, hey, just something random I've been wanting to ask you. What's the backstory behind you headbutting the cushion under the basket before games? I've noticed you've been doing that.
It's really just to, you know, get myself going, self-talk, what I do, you know, before every game. It's just a ritual that I do before games. They started last year, so.
Kind of something random.
Yeah, something random. I seen Steph do it before games. And
There you go.
that boy can leading three-point shooter, so. You know, it's just a little thing to just get me going.
Yeah, Matt, is there any way to put into perspective just how much Zach has improved from the time you
Right.
first saw him, even in the last 2 years?
Yeah. Well, you know, he made a good decision, in my opinion. A lot of people don't do this. When he was at IMG and he went and played on the best team, because his first year he didn't play on the best team. So even though he didn't play as many minutes in games, he played against Mark Williams every day in practice. He played against Baycott the year before a lot. So he got good reps, but it was honest reps. Because, you know, Mark Williams is a potential NBA player, starter for Duke, very good player. So he went against those guys every single day. And then when he comes into our program, obviously it's, you know, during the pandemic, but he's going against Travion every single day. The biggest jump he made was his ability to pass and not get offensive fouls. So that was his Achilles the first 5, 6, 7 games of the season last year. And then once we got past that point, he just kept working on it. And like he said, he keeps it simple. A lot of kids want to go out and they want to be great at everything. And it's pretty hard to do, you know. And so Zach really just locks in to passing out of the post, playing in the post. In shooting competitions, he's actually a good shooter, even though we don't let him shoot the ball on the perimeter. But you can see with his form and his free throws, you know, he's a good free throw shooter. And his ability to get offensive rebounds without fouling, that's gotten to where that's a weapon for him, just keeping that basketball high. But more than anything, the passing. He was throwing balls all over the place when he got here. And now he makes good passes. He reads. He takes his time. So he's done a really good job with that. And he hasn't I can't remember the last time he's got an offensive foul like he was getting at the beginning of the year. He's done a good job of just keeping his composure and just kind of understanding, you know, just have a sense of where you are. Bill Bradley, for you old timers.
What was that?
You guys didn't read the book, A Sense of Where You Are by Bill Bradley. Yeah. Noob. Don't act like you were at it. Don't.
Thank you, guys.
You're asking questions about headbutting the stuff. No.